Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Over the weekend, XM Studios released a new statue for the 1/6 scale DC Rebirth line, and it's very interesting. It looks good. So in this video today, I want to look at it. I want to talk about the good and the bad, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. And ultimately, I want to let you know if I think you need to add it to your collection. For that reason, we are here at XM Studios, the website, and I will have the link in the description for those who are interested. And we're going to look at some of the information before we get into the pictures. Don't forget, if you are here for the first time, please like, comment, and subscribe as well. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. We talk about a lot of collectibles and about comics all the time. Now, the price for this is 899 Singapore dollars. It's not cheap at all. I think it's more expensive than other pieces in this scale. Just keep in mind that there are two pieces, there are two statues technically in one. Now, if you're a member of the Prestige group, you get a 10% discount, so your price is going to be $809.10. Now, this is available worldwide. Anyone can pre-order. The edition size for this is 599 pieces. Now, if you pre-ordered this before March 6 at noon, you will receive a collectible display plaque of the featured character as your early bird pre-order gift. They do that with every collectible they offer. The artists involved here, you have Rafa Sandoval, he's a designer. David Giraud is the sculptor. And the XM Studios design and development team is involved in the whole process. The dimensions, they pretty much length, breadth, the width, and the height is 31 by 31 by 39 centimeters. And it weighs approximately 5.5 kilograms. All right, and now we're looking at the pictures, and I'm telling you, this piece looks interesting, to say the least. I like the concept. I like the art. For those who are unfamiliar with the Super Sons, of course, the Super Sons have been the whole concept has been around for a long time, since the 70s, when they have a run with the children of Superman and Batman. It was Bruce Wayne Jr. and Clark Kent Jr. That was the original concept, but now it has been revived with the DC Rebirth, and now with the DC Universe. They've been doing these runs. The DC Rebirth has the first run. It did pretty good. There is even an omnibus right now, an expanded version that has not only the first run, but the second run and other things that they have done. But I'm telling you, the characters are interesting. I have read parts of it, not the entirety of it, but I have read almost all of it. It's an alternate world with Clark Kent and Lois Lane. They're married, and they have a child, Jonathan Kent, right here, which is the Superboy here. And of course, Damian Wayne is the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul. So pretty much these are the characters. And I would say I like the idea. I like the concept. However, I'm not completely sold out on the representation. When I read this comic book, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, the book is written by Peter Tomasi. But the art originally was done by Phil Jimenez. He did some of the original cover art and some of the original issues. And then we have some artists, but Carlo Barberi, he was the one that was in charge of the rest of the book on the first volume, and now the second volume is primarily pretty much the artist involved in it. And they have a particular style of art that I think this piece tries to imitate, but it's not necessarily doing it all the way in. Perhaps that's a decision because they are thinking about pairing this with the other pieces in the collection, and you don't want this art to be totally different from that. But I think there are a couple of things that they can adjust to make it better. Damian looks great. He doesn't look bad at all. I like him. Actually, he's the one that I don't think needs any changes. But I think Jonathan needs some changes in the face. It just doesn't look right to me. Of course, you have seen the art of Carlo Barberi, his art with the hair with the kids. They have this weird hair. In this case, Jonathan, it's all this wild hair all over the place. You know, of course, these are kids. Jonathan is 13, while Damian is 10 years old. So they're kids. I think what would make this better, because every time I think about the art of this, I always see the smile, a big smile on Jonathan Kent on the covers. And he has this big smile. And here he's just kind of serious. I think what they need to adjust is that. Perhaps some of the hair, they can make it a little wild on top, but not as like that. It's like it's covering his eyes. You barely can see the eyes. I think they need to change some of that. Maybe, I don't know, lift it a little more. Because he does have really nice eyes on the representation. And I don't know, have a smile or he's shouting or something. I think that would make this even better than what it is. So ultimately, it's not necessarily a bad concept. I like the concept. but I'm not necessarily sold out on the way, particularly Jonathan Kent, Superboy, is represented. I think he is the one that needs some work. And you can leave Damian as it is, and he will be fine. And this gives an idea or reference with the scale, with the mug. And I like the concept. However, I don't think this is for everyone. You have to be really a fan of this comic book run to really get into it. Now, on this side, for example, like I'm saying, the face needs some work. I think that's the main thing. The main thing that is really distracting is the face, the representation of Jonathan's face. I think that's the one that needs work. Beyond that, I think the concept is fine. But yeah, like I was saying, you have to really be invested into this comic book to really, be all over it on this statue. Because if you're not, then definitely this is not something that really adds value to your collection, first and foremost. Now, the edition size is small, like all the pieces that they offer, so it's something new. If you really love the DC Rebirth, if you love everything that you want to complete that, then that's fine. At the same time, some people would say, how is it that the other characters that are there, that they could just have been done before this? Now, let's keep in mind, and I always say this, it's very nice that XM Studios is bringing these characters, and actually I like this angle. I think this is the best angle for this piece. With his eyes, you can see the blue eyes. I think this is the best thing. On the other side, not so much. Here you can see part of the smile. They still need to work on that, but I think this is the best angle for for display. But like I was saying, it's good that XM is bringing these characters, more obscure characters. They produce common characters, they do, but at the same time they produce more obscure characters, or characters that are more beloved by comic book readers rather than people that love the pop culture images of the main characters like Wonder Woman, Superman, or Batman. Most people know them by heart. They know who they are, but they don't know this characters well. And this is what XM, I think, excels at. They excel at bringing these more obscure characters to the forefront, and that's good. I like this piece. Don't get me wrong. I really like the concept. It's not for everyone. It's not cheap at all, so you really need to be certain that you're going to get this, that you need this in your collection to go for it because of the price point. But it is beautiful. Yeah, it needs some work on the face of Jonathan, but beyond that, I think it's nice that XM is really bringing these characters to light in the collectible format, in a statue format, which is good. This is a nice picture. I like this one. And a close-up, really nice. Yeah, the paint job is flawless as usual. And on this side, the hair looks good. I like that. Maybe they need to open his mouth to show the teeth and all that. That will be even more accurate with the comic. And on this side, the hair is good. The other side, they need some work, so you can see the eyes better. But the paint job, I think, is very, very good. Really good paint job. I love the texture in the pants. Now, Damian looks like Damian. It is a fun comic book. I like it. It's not going to be extremely hard to read for a newcomer. It's simple and easy to follow and to understand. Love the paint job there. Definitely there's a lot of texture and the color is well applied. Really good. Love the background. Yeah. They come in ahead from this battle. Really cool. Yeah, I'm telling you, the piece is nice. Again, it needs some work. I think from the front, from the angle, they need to probably lift the hair a little more. It's wild, which is good, but it needs to be probably more to the side or more to the top. Like the hair is, I would say come, because he never has that in the comic book. So they can change some of that, but you want to see the eyes from the front, not just from the angle. And just open his mouth, so he's smiling or shouting. I think that's more iconic to the covers and more iconic to the character in the comic book. But beyond that, I think it's good. Again, it's not for everyone. But in my opinion, I think just opening the mouth, just moving the hair to the side a little more, and maybe widening the eyes is going to make this piece a lot better. Overall, I think they have it very close. I would say 95% close. But what is your opinion? What do you think about this piece? Are you a fan of this comic book? Are you a fan of what XM is doing here? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.